Hey yo, what's good YouTube? I'm coming at y'all with my very first 2K build tutorial on my Paint Beast God. Y'all heard me, bro. My Paint Beast God. Look at my man. He's beautiful. He's just ready to dominate on a court. Y'all bigs, y'all guards, just not ready for this build. But anyways, first things first, let's just get started into this build, bro. This year, no, actually, matter of fact, first things first, what you want to do, you want to make him a power forward, as you see. I was gonna try this year. I was gonna try to avoid making a center. I was gonna stay away from making a center. So I want to try to be. I'm like, you know what? Let's be an underdog. Let's see what we could do with a power forward. What we could do on the court with a power forward build. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's go make a power forward and let's go. I made him left-handed because I made him off of me. I'm left-handed in real life, but if you want to be right-handed, if you want to make him right-handed, go ahead. That's your opinion. It really doesn't matter. But I'm left-handed. So this year, what 2K did this year, they added a lot of pie charts this year, so you was able to X out, like, you know, the OP builds and all that. But this year, what we're gonna try to do, we're gonna try to make a Giannis Antetokounmpo build. We're gonna try to do the slashing. We're gonna try to do the defense, and that's what we're looking for. So you see, they got the slashing, slashing and shooting, slashing and shooting again, slashing and playmaking. But right here, this is what we want. We want the slash and defensive, so we could get that, it's even out. It's kind of even. We want to have both finishing, and we want to both have defensive at the same time, so we could be that dominant build that could run both sides of the ball. You know what I'm saying? So physical profiles, again, it looks the same, but this year what I wanted to do, if you want to make my build right here, I'll just even it out. I did agility, strength, and vertical even out. As you can see, we still got a 69 speed, 67 acceleration, 79 strength, and 78 vertical. That's all the same. It's still good. He's gonna play just how you expect him to play. It's just like everything is even out. I would have went with the strength and maybe a vertical, but I was like, you know what? Let's try something different. Let's actually even everything out. Let's try to see what we could do. So right here, what you want to do, first things first, you want to upgrade your close shot. Push that all the way up to 90. So this year for driving layup, what I wanted to do, it goes to 77, but I pushed it down to 73 so I could save those attribute upgrades. Right here, you want to push drive and dunk all the way up, max that out to 88. Stand and dunk, you're gonna push that to 88 as well, but see, it goes to 89. But I took it down so I could save that extra attribute, so it could even out. So post hook, push that all the way up, max that out. Shooting, as you can see, actually, if we push driving layup up, it doesn't, we already have max badges, 25 finishing, so don't even worry about it. Just keep it at driving layup at 73. But for shooting, we're not going to be shooting, so you can just pass all those upgrades. If you may want to shoot with this build, you may want to upgrade mid-range 3-point, go ahead. That's your opinion. That's not my opinion. But if you want to make my build, you may want to save the rest of the attribute for playmaking. But for defense, push your interior defense all the way up. Perimeter defense, you're not going to be playing perimeter defense because you're power forward. You're going to be playing that mid-range and that paint area. So just leave perimeter defense alone. Push up lateral quickness all the way to the max. Still goes to a 70, I believe, but you could but push it down to a 65. I'm sorry. It's not too high, not too low. So you could work with that. Block, push that up because you're going to be in the paint majority of the time. Push up defensive rebound and offensive rebound. Now, as you can see, some people may ask, okay, you have 61 upgrades remaining, but what are you going to do with those 61 upgrades? Well, like I said, we're not going to be shooting, so put it in playmaking. As you can see, we can literally max out. So what we can do, we can max out shooting or playmaking, or we can max out finishing and defensive. But what I want to do, I want to max out playmaking. So what I want to do, push the ball handling up to 61, and then push the post moves up as well. As you can see, we got 7 playmaking badges, so we got 1 more upgrade. So what can we do with the upgrade? I was thinking if we could put it in steal, or we can maybe put it in the driving layup. I don't know. It doesn't make a change. But right here, when we put that 1 upgrade in the pass accuracy, we get an extra playmaking badge. We get 8 playmaking badges, which is even out, which is perfect. So it could help us out with, we won't get ripped too easily. We could add unpluckable, or we'll get later into the badges soon. But as of right now, this is like how your layout should be. Body shape wise, most people may go with Burley as a big man or so, but I don't believe body shape would do anything affect your game, so I went with the solid. Height wise, right here, I wanted to go with the default height, but as you can see when we test out to see the attributes for 6'10", 6'11", 7 feet, um, we really lose the main things that we need. As you can see, we got driving layup, driving dunk effective. We got playmaking effective, shooting effective, our defense, everything. We have plus and minuses in every single part. But what we want to do, we don't want to have anything like change. So I would recommend y'all to have a default height, which is 6'9" for this power forward, because yeah, you don't want to have no changes towards your build. You know, we didn't even do the weight or the wingspan yet. So if you want to make this build, I recommend you to do 6'9". For the build, for the weight wise, I will go 275. The reason why I say 275 is because your finishing and your defense. You want to have that contact when you go get the contact dunks. And if you're playing defense in the paint, you don't want to get bodied by a 290 center while you're like 230. You're going to get moved all around and you're going to have to double team them. That's not something you want to do. As you can see, we have a 95 strength, so that's a plus towards, and we have a +7 towards interior defense. But as you see, we have some minuses in driving layup and driving dunk. But like I said, we're not finished making the build yet, so we got to make the wingspan. But as I said, most people may go with 270. I went with 275, but that's your decision. I prefer 275 way more than 270. So I wouldn't make 280 because it's kind of like going over it a little bit. But 275, I would say good for the contact, and you could use moving truck or so if you decide to put that badge on, and it could help out against like those them very 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 good post scorers in the paint. And like I said, contact dunks. Of course, you want that contact when you come down the court. Last but not least, wingspan. I was looking at all the type of wingspans. The default seemed fine, but minimum wingspan is not where you want to go with this build, because as you can see, you lose majority of your finishing and defensive badge. Like I said, we're predominantly finishing and we're defensive. So what we want to do, if we want to have make problems and all that, cause problems, you want to increase your wingspan. So right here is, as you can see, we got a 93 close shot, 88 driving dunk, 94 standing dunk, I believe 83 post hook, and then our steal, block, offensive rebound, and defensive rebound goes up by a lot. So that's actually a plus. The only reason shooting don't worry about shooting, but the only thing that's really changed that kind of affect us is the strength, but it's still at a 90. So we're pretty effective with that wingspan and that weight. But that's everything else for the takeover. I would advise you to go for the glass cleaner takeover. I was thinking about going for rim protector, but in my opinion, rim protector is just like strictly defense kinda. Cause like if you want to just make strictly defense, you could just go with the rim protector. But I went with the glass cleaning because it's technically all around. It helps for defense, it helps for offense, and it's just very effective. Plus, since we're 6'9" and all that, it gives us like an extra rebounding boost, I believe. So like we could be snagging over centers that's like way taller than us, no matter what. But I would advise y'all to go with the glass cleaning takeover. As you can see right here, we're shades of Shawn Kemp, John Collins, and Anthony Davis, which is a very, very dominant big for the Los Angeles Lakers. And to be compared to him, that's an honor. So, yeah. Now, for these badges right here, well, before we go to the badges, I advise you to test your player on a 99 overall. Don't go to 85 because, as you can see, that's how all the attributes look right now. See, when you max out your person to 85, you could max out your finishing and defense, but you're still gonna have remaining. See, as of right now, my paint beast is a 91, so this is what the physicals will look like. Don't worry about the attributes, but that's what the physicals will look like. So if you really want to test out the build's potential, just go push them all the way to 99, because 85 or my overall currently right now, you're not gonna get the full potential. You're gonna at least believe like, okay, this man is trash, he's not that good and all that. But trust me, he's very good. Just push him all the way to a 99 and just try them out. Now for the badges wise, you don't necessarily have to put these badges on your person, but this is what I recommend to test out for yourself. See, I did contact finisher on goal, consistent finisher, fancy footwork, relentless finisher, slithery finisher, lob city finisher, and back down puncher. Now you see we have 4 available upgrades. So what can we possibly do? We have all these other badges, but Instead, I feel like these badges that we have on Go is our main badges. So what I recommend to do, just put all these on Hall of Fame, Relentless Finisher, and I think we meant to put Slithery Finisher on Hall of Fame instead of Consistent Finisher, just to test it out. Like all I said, this is all a test. So yeah. Shooting, like I said, I really don't care about shooting. You can just put flexible release and you're good. Playmaking, how I said, we got 8 available. So I put unpluckable on gold, first step on gold, and downhill on silver, so you could get that extra momentum on when you say, for example, it's a fast break and you get the rebound. You come down court with that 275 weight, and you got transition speed that's just increasing, and then you could just dunk on them. Like it's good. That's why I put the weight there. But for defensive badges wise, it's kind of rough because there's a lot of defensive badges that I want to try or rebounding. So I just recommended to try these out, test these out. Like I said, moving truck, I put that to silver because the paint defense this year is kind of easy. All you have to do is literally just sit there in the paint with your hands up and you got a good shot contest. So now we got 3 available upgrades, but I was thinking about what I should put on Hall of Fame or to silver. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's do rebound chaser and brick wall. And I got one more, so I'm like, okay, moving truck, we don't need moving truck on gold because, like I said, paint defense this year is very, very, very easy. All you have to do is just sit in the paint with your hands up and you got a good shot contest. But what badge I do recommend to put on gold is pogo stick because you can have multiple jumping tips when like you're going against maybe a 6'3" big and you could get that contest. Chase down artists I don't recommend because I've gotten chase down blocks without it, and run protector is like basically like that backup. So if you decide to put chase down artists on, then go ahead. But in my opinion, I recommend to not put chase down artists on because I rarely get chase down blocks like that. But this is really over. This is actually the end of the video. Overall, the Paint Beast guide tutorial. I hope everybody enjoyed the content. Don't forget to like, sub, and turn on those notifications for more content. Get this video to 10 likes and I'll drop way more content on 2K and more Madden, and I'm out of here, bro.